Hello everybody, my name is Corey, you are on the Plain and Simple channel. That is Stairs, and once again, we are back in Satisfactory. And it has honestly been a minute since we've been back here. It's been a couple of weeks since an episode's gone out, and that is, one, the holidays came around, and I wanted to spend some time with my family, ran around, did a few things. But two, me and my family also, pretty much all of us, got COVID. So that knocked me out for a little while. I hear it's not too bad for some people, and for me, it was kind of had me out of commission for a little while. Just couldn't think straight, head was going nuts, all this other stuff, including a cough. But anyway, I'm starting to feel better now for sure. Hey doggos, how y'all doing? Great to see you again. Good to see you still in the Christmas spirit. Last time, you are still in the Christmas spirit as well. Last time we actually unlocked a new tier right at the end of the episode, which is fantastic. We can start unlocking some new stuff to build. We also went through a lot of the Christmas stuff, sorry, Vixmas stuff, but we were unable to finish everything, and it's already a couple of weeks after Christmas and all of that, so I'm gonna end up tearing all this down sometime shortly. And that brings us to what are we doing today? And that's a fantastic question, because I have no freaking idea. Did I even open all of these? I think I did. A couple things we can work on. One would be finishing up hooking up our storage area for everything we have currently. Second would be trying to get more power into the base from somewhere, so we don't gotta hook on one tower at a time, even though it's a nice little system we got going on. 3 is just start working on the next tiers to upgrade stuff. So we're gonna see kind of where we're at after I do a little bit of exploratory research on where the hell I currently am. Or instead of focusing on anything efficient and or useful to us, we could just have a nice building episode. And I think we might redesign our coal power and put it over here. And for the first two models, they were quickly thrown together. I just needed to figure out the mechanics of everything behind it and how it all flowed. And now that I have most of that down, I kind of like how 1 works. I like the design of 2 a little bit better, although we didn't really finish it out. So for this one, I think I'm going to be planning some kind of like a big old water tower, possibly. And then on the 2 sides of it are going to be our coal burners that are going to be generating all of our power. Question I am having, however, is I know that I can't build directly over top of these guys. Let me get to a place I can... Oh, don't fall off the corner. Get to a place I can actually kind of put this, and I can go... Oh. Wait a minute. I can build over top of the smokestacks? Okay, that changes the game. Alright. Alright. Update time. Some very base foundational areas are in. Some of the very basic walls, as far as layout's concerned, are going in. But what I need to figure out is how many of these guys I can fit in there. Because I'm thinking we're going to set up 4 sets, even though we 100% do not have the coal for it right now. But I want to get in a couple things. First and foremost rule, gotta look cool. Second rule, generators, up to 4 sets maybe. I also need to figure out the power hookups, walkways, both internal and external, and how all the resources are going to flow. Ooh, I need to build a space for all the water pumps too. Layout of these guys, the coal generators, are pretty much set. I want to leave myself plenty of space this time. I tend to always cut way too short on space, as we've seen in the entire main base area. And I want to get a roof over these, but leave these sticking out. And I want to do something with the walls. Angles, maybe? Oh man. A lot to do. You know, I really wish they had these tilted walls in a windowed style. I think that'd be really, really neat. Now, what do we think of something like that for the front? I don't like it. I think the colors need to change for sure. This is going to be more of like a silver gray, nice modern build, but this might be a little short. I might need to extend that up a little bit, bring that up even further. I might even need to raise these guys up to just give us a little bit more stuff to do. Kind of like the smoothness of that one a little bit better. That might be the play, although I don't like that extra little lip that shows. I guess it's alright for now. I'm kind of digging this sunken in vibe. Like, this is kind of up and out there, and that's, yeah, alright. But these just fit so well. Threw in a couple of railings. I'll throw some in on this side as well. And a little bit of jumping off the edge. A little bit of a walkway up on the other edge here. Which means I can kind of run right up to the edges there, see them, look up, look down, look across, see out the windows. That might be the setup. I just gotta move everything back by like one tick. One tiny tick. Working on some of the spouts here, and you'll notice there's a little bit of a visual glitch going on. I found a way, because when I place these crosswalks, I can only get them into this pattern. Either a big hole or a small hole. And if I try to connect it to the sides, it just doesn't work. It goes straight through here, which I want to try to make this look decent, but what I just found out is if I hold control, I can pop it to the center of other blocks and also much more easily control the angle. So that means I can start blocking off some of these extra sides and make all these into nice little even holes. And the visual glitch is, well, gonna stick around. We've been working on the front end of this for a little while, and we're gonna take a look at what we have. That is starting to come along nicely. Definitely want to color the walls more of a silver gray to match kind of these things. These are going to be supports on either side that come down, and then I think we're going to do pillars down to this next level here as supports for this base. Not base. Power, you know, that thing. And let's throw in a little splash of color. And or their lack of color. You know, most of the video has been from the same view. Might need to switch it up, but that gray does not pop as much as I had hoped. I might try some different colors, but if you think a certain kind of color would look good here, throw it in the comments, let me know. Well, I just fell through the world. And there is no possible way for me to get that stuff back. What a delay. But that from a distance is starting to look pretty cool. Imagine that duplicated on the other side, that built up a little ways, and I'm building something phallic, aren't I? Oh, first item on the restock agenda is definitely legs. God, I'm so slow without those. We are grooving. Bob is building. And our first 3 pillars are in. Now this is going to be repeated on the other side, so basically it's going to look like a giant spider. Tower going up in the middle, that's going to be where all of our fluid buffers and all of our materials are actually going to be coming in at. While I'm building out the last of these windows and this other side here, I am curious. A question for you guys. We have our chicken. Gigantic chicken needs our resources, gives us some tickets. I feel like he needs some friends. So, what other animal did I try to actually build out of these materials? I think the chicken worked pretty well. But, yeah, what should we do next? Another chicken? Should we do pig? Cow? Something strange? I don't know. Give me a suggestion. We'll see what we can do. I'm not sure what's going on with my game right now, but I can't build in some spots for some reason. Like, it's just not doing anything. It was giving me problems with the window walls, too. What is happening here? So it seems to be something to do with these guys, because I just removed 2 of them, and now it's... Well, okay, maybe it is an issue. This is really weird. Making my way on back because I keep running out of shit. Running out of shit. I really gotta watch where I'm falling. Making my way on back because I picked up all the shit I need. You know, from a distance though, that orange does pop. Last couple of tower pieces going in. We can get that down enough to look realistic, which is... Sure, that works, I suppose. Let's get rid of the scaffolding we got going on. Deleted. Ooh, this is coming along nicely. With all the new pillars in, it's kind of finished on the front end here. I fed a couple of things to the chicken, and I want to see if we have any tickets available. Because the one thing I do need is lag for the save. Don't need that. The one thing I do need is some of the kind of corner wall types for the edges. Let's make sure. We have one coupon from everything I fed into it. Which honestly wasn't a lot. So, alright, we'll wait on that. Alright, so here's the thing I'm debating on in the middle tower. I'm using either the 45 and or the smaller degree one floors to give us a different height. I definitely like the taller one, for sure. But should I go all the way up to the back and then come back down, or should I cut it partway through? Maybe not halfway. Maybe not halfway. Maybe I'll cut it like 3 from the end, because it's about 10 total from the front to the back for the build I have right now. Yeah, let's try that one out. Oh boy, this is gonna look real awkward until I get those corner pieces from the shop. You know, without the corner pieces, from straight on perspective, I'm kinda liking it. Couple of things hooked up, couple of things flowing down the line. Hopefully we can get a couple of tickets out of that, but at least get the pieces we need. And we have a basic design going along for our water extractor setup. So it's going to be in the back here. I need at least 3 per 8 of the coal generators, and I want the pipes to actually feed through to some of the water, the holder thingies, where the heck are they? Fluid buffers, so that we have a little bit of a base kind of held and then feeds back into the main section for the coal generators. Now, you'll see I put some of these on the outside here. I have started building out an idea, at least, for how the pumps are going to lay out. So this will probably be our main sort of level here that we sit on. We can take a look through, just make sure everything's flowing properly. Have 2 of these per level here. So 2 going up top, 2 coming in here through the bottom. But with this comes the need for a lot of pipes, which are going to feed through the outside here and on the front. And I think that's going to add a nice little bit of detail to the section here that we need. There we have it, folks. The first line is at least in, and I haven't built any more, just because I know how my luck normally goes, and I need to figure out how many pumps are required to actually get all of our fluid to the top. So for that, all I'm going to do is hook up these 3 water extractors, see how far they go, start adding in pumps, doing some experimentations, and seeing what happens. You know what I'm noticing, and what I think they did for the pumps? Because I haven't looked up anything about new updates. But it looks, if I can get to the right side here, it looks like when I have this on here, it actually marks a spot. That's probably the most efficient space. And that is amazing and will make this job 100 times easier. And that might be backwards. Let me swap that. I have been laying some pipe. I think that's a professional term for it, right? So we got pipes here on the back side connected to all of our water extractors, which connect up into the top here for all of our water buffers, and then right on out the front, we then have another set of pipes coming down and through, and these turned out beautifully. As far as the angles are concerned, yes. The last couple of things we need to do as far as this secondary item is concerned is get pumps in on the rest of the lines, hook up the other side, and we should be good to go on water. Pumps are all in. Figuring out the power situation, however, probably going to have to unlock one of the better power poles, and the enclosure is getting close to done as well. Just need to run back for a few more supplies, and this is almost done. Outside of kind of like the power hookup, and then getting coal is next. I also really need to figure out a better way to get around this area. Right, what do we need for power poles Mark II? I know it's in the Caterium tree, and that's Mark III. Do I already have Mark II? I do. Well, that solves that issue. moving on. Okay, you don't believe me, but for some reason, there was just an invisible wall right here. And it doesn't show on camera. Never mind. Okay, I found another one. What is happening? Full building is in. Power lines are hooked up to everything. I've disconnected it from main power for now. Pipes are in and ready to go. We just need water pumping on through. And the last thing we really need to figure out here, honestly, is how are we going to get enough coal for all of this? Let's just hope this doesn't crash the power grid. And away they go. We actually have 5 tickets, which might be enough for those corner walls. Hopefully. Walls. I need both. There were one shy, but the main one we need is this. So let's go ahead and buy that. But we have one more ticket! So we can get both! That is a turn of luck. It's strange for me. This is starting to become a beauty from a distance. Ooh, last couple going in, and I gotta say, these really help to complete the feel. Coal is definitely coming very shortly, but I did just finish up a basic build to actually get around this place. So we now have a little bit of scaffolding, some of the stairs, some platforms, things like that. We can go all the way up to the water output, go to one of the levels way on top of the base here, go down to the center level, and you know, you get it. At this point, I can go all the way down to the bottom as well. So, last thing we need is coal. I have done something. I basically reversed this entire side so I can feed the coal in from here. 1 270 line is going to feed 8 and 8 on the other side of the base, and the other one, same concept. Now, I just need to figure out how to get it all the way from the nodes way over here, because maybe what I'm going to do is basically come down to this level, feed out a line to that side, and then feed it around the corner here all the way over to the first coal node, because the other one's way further off in the distance. So I'll just meet that one up over here and basically have a little highway for the coal to come through. We are getting there. Getting close. One line ready to go. Just need to hook it up to the actual coal, and we need to get the second one in here. We are all the way up to the other coal miner here, and I think we're just going to end up taking out this truck station here and hooking up this directly to our coal line. So that is going to start feeding all the way. All the way. All the way. Continuing on. All the way. All of the way. Absolutely gorgeous views. All of the way to. All of the way into the main base for power. There it is. Into the coal generators on both sides. Running into a quick problem. We have failed a power grid, which means we're out of coal in the other ones, so I need to get this connected real quick and hope for the best. Greens all across the board, except for one. Why? No water. No. Why do you have no water? There's water here. Oh, that's why. Another one I missed. Green across the board. Green across the board. On the other side we have green across the board and green all the way. Wow. I can hit up to 2400 megawatts now. gorgeous. With that up and running, it's now time to turn on all of the towers and make sure we don't actually lose power. And I think we are good for the moment. Last couple of things on the agenda here is we're waiting on some tickets to be produced from the items in the main base, and we have 1 or 2 left before we can pick up at least 1 different material type to finish off this design. But with this all hooked up, I think we can actually finally get rid of this entire build. And frozen due to lag. But I'm going to delete these, and we're going to make it quick. Just kind of like that. There we are. Down into the chicken's gullet, and we have 5 tickets and 1 in the inventory. That is definitely going to be enough to at least get something. Let's grab some steel. Steel to start off. Oh, and it costs steel beams. That's not great. And I think the major deciding factor from using a type of material rather than a color is going to be if I can actually color these angled walls. Yes, I can. Fantastic. Let's do a little bit of this and see what it looks like. Little bit put in from the low angle. Ooh. That is a lot of lines. Customizer. Concrete walls for 3. Buy it. Oh. What are the... Oh no. Those are boxes. That means every single one of these walls, I'm out of inventory space. And that means for every one of these walls, I gotta go up and pick up those boxes. One side done. And the other. Last couple of concrete pieces are in. We are leaving the back orange, but I believe that is all, folks. I think, if I can slide at all, I think that's everything. But we're going to take a look at it from our normal spot up over here. Boom. That is a build. We're gonna put a screenshot there. Thumbnail. But I think that's it. That's got a couple of ladders to remove and all, but everything is running, everything is pumping, everything is concreted. Man, that looks okay. If you think another color or something else would look great, let me know for sure. But I'm not going to come back here for a while because I put way too many hours into this build. My name is Corey. You're on the Plain and Simple channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.